Okay, students. So we all know that today we are at home. Okay, due to the pandemic coronavirus disease that is also known as COVID-19. The entire world is suffering from the pandemic disease. The best way to keep ourselves safe from this disease is to follow certain precautionary measures, that is wearing face mask, then washing hands and following social distance and so on. This is about coronavirus disease. Let us study some more disease in our science chapter 2, that is health and disease. The first word of the lesson is the health. What is the health? Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-beingness and not merely the absence of any disease. Okay, that means if you're not having any disease, that doesn't mean that you are a healthy man or a healthy person. You should be socially, mentally, physically fit. Okay, so what is health? Health is physically, you must be physically fit, mentally fit, and socially fit. Now, what is this social well-beingness? Social well-beingness means positive state of our relationship in society or community. That is how well you are in society. Okay, so what is the definition of health then? Health is the state of complete physical, mental and social well-beingness and not merely the absence of any disease. Understood all of you? Yes, it is complete state of physical,
Yes,
mental
teacher.
and social well-beingness. I want one Narendra Pujal. Just unmute yourself and read loudly the definition of health. Read loudly.
Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of any disease.
Okay, very good. So, you have to be physically, mentally, and socially fit. Now, the second word of the lesson, just focus on it, is disease. What is disease? That is, don't scribble the screen. Who is doing that? Disease. Disease is, what is disease? Condition of disturbance in physiological or psychological processes of body is called as disease. Okay, so when condition of disturbance in physiological and psychological processes of body is called as disease. Now see here, here it is given physiological and psychological. Now what is this physiological? Physiological means it is the branch of biology that deals with the normal functions of living organisms and their parts. Okay. Now what is this psychological? What is this psychological? Psychological means it is the study that deals with mental and emotional. So what is psychological? Psychological is the branch of biology that deals with the mental and emotional state of a person. That means if physiological and psychological are disturbed, that means you are suffering from disease. Okay, so what is a disease? Disease is a condition of disturbance in physiological and psychological processes of body that is called a disease. I want one of the girl to read. Daraksha, can you read? Unmute yourself and read what is disease.
Condition of disturbances in
Physiological,
logical and physiological processes
psychological.
of body. Pathological processes of body is called as disease.
Okay, very good. So, disease, there are different types of diseases. There are different types of diseases, and each disease has its own specific symptoms. Now, see, headache, common flu. So, there are different types of diseases like cold, cough, diabetes, asthma, and all these diseases, reasons, and symptoms are all different. Even causes are also different. Now see, this is picture of diabetes, then common cold, asthma, Down syndrome, heart disease. So this is so many different types of diseases around us. Now, to bring about coordination in scientific study of diseases, diseases are classified into groups. Okay, so as I said, there are so many different types of diseases we have. So to study them properly and deeply and to know them well, we have classified diseases into two groups. Okay, according to duration and according to reason. Okay, so diseases are classified into two groups according to duration and according to reason. Now, what is this duration? Duration means time and reason means cause. Okay, so diseases classified into two groups, duration and cause. Now see, duration. Under duration, again it is divided into two kinds, two types, chronic diseases and acute diseases. Okay, so according to duration, the diseases are again classified into two groups, chronic diseases and acute diseases. Now acute diseases, what it is? Acute diseases, these diseases stay for a short period of time. For example, cough, cold, for 2 days or 3 days or maximum a week. Okay, but what about chronic diseases? Chronic diseases persist for a long time. These are not easily curable, and so they remain for a long time. So that's why they are called chronic diseases. I hope you all understood. Yes, according to duration, it is divided into two groups, chronic diseases and acute diseases. Again, according to reason, the diseases are divided into hereditary disease and acquired disease. Now, what is this hereditary disease? Hereditary disease means the diseases we get it from parents. Okay, like Down syndrome. Understood? So these are because of parents giving it to the children, and when the children are born, they are born with the diseases. According to reason is divided into two groups, that is hereditary disease and acquired disease. Now what are this acquired disease? Acquired disease means this diseases we get it as we grow. Okay, as we grow we get these diseases. Now this acquired disease again divided into two groups, infectious disease and non-infectious disease. Okay, infectious disease and non-infectious disease. What is this infectious disease? Infectious disease is common cold, cough, dengue, etc., flu. These are infectious disease. Now, what are the infectious disease means? Actually, when we are growing, when we are growing, these diseases we get it from outside through virus, bacteria, all, okay, fungus from this. So these are called infectious disease. Example, common cold, flu, dengue. Non-infectious disease. These diseases, non-infectious diseases, we do not get it from outside. Okay, these diseases we do not get it from outside, nor we are born with it. These diseases we get because there are some problem or some defect in our own body processes. For example, diabetes and heart diseases. Okay, I hope understood, all of you understood these types of diseases. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, I'll just go through it.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, I will just go through it again. According to duration, there are the two different types of disease are chronic disease and acute disease. According to reason, we have hereditary disease and acquired disease. Okay, can you give me one example of hereditary disease, Karthik? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Karthik. Okay, Daraksha. Daraksha.
Miss, can I?
Yes.
Miss Harry.
Down. Hereditary disease. One example of hereditary disease.
Miss Bacteria.
No, no, no. It is given. Down syndrome. Okay. And acquired disease is divided into two groups. Infectious disease. So some examples of infectious disease I have written. Can someone read and tell me? Unmute yourself, one of you.
Infection disease, example common cold, dengue, malaria.
Okay, very good. Mute yourself. Okay. Non-infectious disease. Non-infectious disease.
Non-infectious disease, example diabetes, heart disease.
Okay, very good. So you understood. So we will start with infectious disease. What is the infectious we know the example. Now what is the definition? Diseases spread through contaminated air, water, food or vectors, insects and other animals are called as infectious diseases. Okay, so diseases that spread through contaminated air, all outside from the environment we are talking. Okay, contaminated air, again water, food. So these are spreads from outside things. So they are called as infectious disease. You have to learn all the definitions. Okay, at the end of the lesson I will make you to write all the definitions and learn by heart. One of you read the this one, Ishank. Oh, read the definition of infectious
Infection disease spread through contaminated air, water, food or vector, insect and other animals are called as infectious
disease. Okay, very good. Unmute yourself. Now let us study one of the very important infectious disease, that is dengue. Okay, now dengue is spread, all of you know, the spreads through mosquitoes. Okay, now dengue is spreads through mosquitoes. Now mosquitoes lay the eggs in waterlogged places and thereby their population increases. Different species of mosquitoes spread different diseases. Dengue is spread by Aedes aegypti. Can you read the name Aedes aegypti? It is written, I have written.
Aedes aegypti.
Very good. Dengue is spread by Aedes aegypti, whereas malaria is spread by a mosquito, female mosquito called Anopheles. Okay, so we are talking about dengue. So dengue is spread by Aedes aegypti. Now, what are the symptoms of this disease? As if you are suffering from the disease, then you will be facing acute fever, okay, and headache, vomiting, and pains in eye socket, and decrease in platelet count that may lead to internal hemorrhage. Okay, so some symptoms of dengue is acute fever and headache, vomiting, pains in eye socket, and decrease in platelet count. 1 minute. Okay, now next disease is swine flu. Have you heard the name swine flu? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So in this picture, you can see one human body and pig. Okay. So the infection for swine flu occurs through pigs and humans. Okay. So infection for swine flu occurs through pigs and humans. Virus of swine flu are spread through secretions of nose, throat, and saliva. Is that clear, all of you? So this virus spreads through the secretions of nose, throat, and saliva. Okay, now what are the symptoms of this swine flu? What are the symptoms? You will have again difficulty in breathing problem will be there, sore throat, and body pain. Okay, now see, you will have body pain, headache, then difficulty in breathing, chest pain, difficulty in breathing. Okay, so tell me, what are the symptoms of swine flu? What are the symptoms of swine flu? Body pain, headache, and
Vomiting.
no vomiting. Body pain,
Body pain.
yes. So throat pain
In
and
breathing.
chest pain, difficulty in breathing. Okay? Okay. No, don't scribble anything. Who is doing? Okay. Now, next disease is AIDS. What is this? AIDS, AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS. One of you read acquired immunodeficiency
Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
syndrome. Okay. Now this disease, AIDS, this disease is caused by HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. This disease is caused by HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. In this disease, victims suffer from various diseases due to progressive weakening of natural immunity. The person suffers, if the person suffers from various other diseases. Why? Because his own natural immunity reduces or becomes less. Now see here, weakening of natural immunity. Because the immunity becomes less or weakens, the person is suffering from many other diseases. What is immunity? Immunity is ability to fight against diseases. Due to the disease, the person is not able to fight against other diseases. So he becomes weak and suffers from various other diseases. Okay, so AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, the next one is rabies. Now, rabies is a viral disease, okay, and it occurs due to the bite of the infected dog or cat or a rabbit, etc. Infected, okay. Virus enters the brain via neurons to the body of the person. Hydrophobia is one of the important symptom of this disease, and high fever is also one of the important symptom. Okay, hydrophobia and high fever are the important symptoms of rabies. What is this hydrophobia? In the case of hydrophobia, the victim shows extreme fear for water. Okay. Now, rabies is a fatal disease. However, fatality can be prevented by timely vaccination before onset of symptoms. Fatal disease. What I said, rabies is a fatal disease. That means death also can occur, death due to the disease. But it is curable if vaccination is given time to time. Okay, so we must, as soon as we are bitten by any infected animal, dog or rabbit, etc., then what is the first step? What is the first thing we should do? Vaccination. Okay, so which are the 4 diseases just now we studied? 3. Yeah, name any 2 at least.
Swine flu,
Very good.
AIDS,
Infections.
Okay, AIDS, swine flu.
Infections.
non-infectious,
Okay, infectious disease. In that, what we studied? Swine flu,
Swine flu, infectious.
swine flu, rabies,
AIDS.
AIDS, and dengue.
Dengue.
Okay, very good. Okay. What is non-infectious disease? While explaining the table, that time also I said कि these diseases which do not occur through infections and body contacts are called as non-infectious diseases. Okay, that means this non-infectious disease that do not occur from outside, or we are not getting it from parents, or within this non-infectious disease we get because there is some defect in our own body processes. Okay, so that is why non-infectious disease. So I just want you all to learn or read this one time. Diseases which do not occur through infections and body contacts are called non-infectious disease.
diseases which do not occur through infectious and body contacts are called non-infectious disease.
Very good. Again, diseases
Which do not occur through infections and body contacts are called non-infectious disease.
Very good. Okay, now non-infectious disease, we will focus on diabetes. Okay, now diabetes, in this the hormone insulin produced in pancreas control the level of sugar glucose in blood. If insulin is secreted in low quantity, of glucose level cannot be controlled. This disorder is called as diabetes. Okay, when the production of insulin becomes less, then the sugar level, the sugar glucose level cannot be controlled by the body, and this develops the disorder called diabetes. Diabetes goes on, it is not easily curable, and we need to follow some measures to prevent it. Okay, now what are the reasons for this occurring diabetes? What are the reasons? Obesity. Okay, obesity, lack of physical exercise, and mental stress. These are some of the reasons for diabetes. Can anyone repeat with me? One of you just unmute yourself. What are the reasons of diabetes? Obesity, lack of physical exercise,
Lack of physical exercise,
mental stress.
mental stress.
Okay, so these are the reasons of diabetes. Okay, now next, non-infectious disease, heart disease. Have you heard about heart attack? Yes. Okay, so what is this heart attack or heart diseases? Efficiency of the heart decreases. Efficiency of the heart decreases due to decreased blood supply and thereby oxygen and nutrient supply to the heart muscles. Due to this, heart has to perform more work and that leads to stress on it. This may cause heart attack. Okay, that means when there is less supply of oxygen, okay, less supply of oxygen and nutrients and blood supply, when the supply of blood, oxygen and nutrients decreases, then there may be a chance of heart attack. Now what are the reasons of this heart diseases? Smoking, alcoholism, hypertension, obesity, lack of exercise. What are the reasons? Smoking,
Alcoholism, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, lack of exercise, heredity.
Okay, so all these are the reasons of heart disease. Okay, now, so the two main non-infectious disease we studied is heart disease and diabetes. Okay, now what are the infectious disease? What are the two different types of acquired disease we did? Which are they? Yes, infectious disease and
Non-infectious disease.
Okay, in infectious disease, we did common cold, dengue, rabies, okay, AIDS, non-infectious disease, diabetes, heart diseases. Okay, now, please stop doing that. Who is that? Heart diseases. Okay, with this, we end up our lesson and I want all of you to sit and find out all the definitions and write it down all the definitions in the notebook. Tomorrow in my class, I will ask all the definitions and plus textual exercise, all the objective exercise, you can solve them easily. Okay, I hope students you all understood the lesson. Okay, you can write it down in the box, chat box. Yes, you can write down if any question, that write down in the box, chat box, and show me thumbs up if you have understood everything. Types of disease, very good. Okay, good. So, okay, very good students. So all of you write down the exercise, objective questions, find the odd man and all the definitions what I taught you today. I will be asking you tomorrow. Okay, in the notebook. Yes, very good. All are showing hands.